because that has happened where when I've stripped, I've just gotten it down about it, like depressed stripping. Hello everyone, welcome to Reborn Garden by Eve. I'm Eve, and in today's episode we are here to come clean. It's been a tough journey so far in my reborning experience. I guess I've been hard on myself. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I just want to create work that is good. So I've stripped several times, and I know I have to start somewhere. So I have committed to not stripping this kit that I'm currently working on completely. I did strip the head. I'll insert some pictures. I stripped the head because there was an issue with a really dark patch that appeared on the neck, and I'm not even done stripping it. As you can see, the ears need to be stripped, and it overall needs to be fully stripped because I did it at night and I missed a lot. But yeah, this kit is the Marnie Reborn. I should say Reborn. Yeah. So without further ado, let me show you what I'm working on so far.
Like I said, I'm struggling, and I'm trying to commit not to stripping this kit.
I do have several problems that I want to address. So there we go. Ta-da! Okay, you can't see anything. So this is what I'm working on. Like I said, it's the Marnie Reborn. And maybe I can show you. Okay. Try to come closer. So, yeah, this is what I have going on. These are the limbs that I've painted so far. I've done multiple complexion layers, although I missed one for one of the arms. Oops. My wooden rack is not actually a wooden rack, it's a dish rack. And I didn't want to return it because they may trash it. As you can see, this arm is a little bit lighter. So I think I missed a complexion layer, perhaps. I tried creasing, but it was very, very hard. This is just one creasing. So at this point, a few complexion layers, warming layers as well. Well, multiple complexion layers, warming layers, even an aquamarine wash to neutralize / deepen. A few of those. What else? Modeling, veining, all of that stuff. But my biggest problem really is lint. I don't know what to do with the lint. It's just so, they get stuck so easily, and I use a lint roller. And I usually lint roll my whole working area before I start. And I even will lint roll in the beginning and of the actual limbs, in the beginning and at the end of the sessions, sometimes, like when it's fully dry. And it's just, I get hairs from my brush. I use synthetic brushes. I get hair on my brushes, from my brushes. I get overall lint. I've heard of some people saying in my Rebornatozcourse that they use a balloon. One person said they use a balloon to catch the lint or something. But, I don't have any balloons at the moment, and I just don't know. To be honest, do I need an air purifier? Like, this is becoming a bit expensive, considering I'm not doing well with this. Just lint. And I have also a problem with puddling sometimes. It's just, things just puddle so fast. And I feel I'm having to work so fast because I'm using air dry paints, the Rebornfx. And yeah, I'm using air dry paints, which doesn't give me a lot of time. I do use a lot of time to blend. I do use open time fluid to lengthen the time, but I don't see that it makes a difference. I'm just going to be honest. You're supposed to put as many drops as you would like minutes. So like if I want 3 more minutes of blending time, 2 more minutes of grace period, then I would put 3 drops and on. But I don't see that it really works for me at the moment. And these are the legs. I did kind of strip the feet because I had an issue, like the soles of the feet. So you'll see a bigger contrast. But yeah, I mean, it looks good overall. To me, but the lint, without the lint, I'd probably have a better time knowing what's going on, like feeling like I've accomplished something. But I ended up having to make it a baby that is a bit more muddled. It is a biracial baby that I'm attempting, and that's also been a difficult thing because it just it's less forgiving because the layers are darker, I guess, because I do more complexion layers and whatnot. It's a bit less forgiving, and yeah, I've had to do a lot with this baby to get it to this point, and it's looking very good. But I feel like if the lint wasn't gone, mind you, I do have boo-boos and stuff that I've tried to get off with the correction fluid, but I don't feel that works either. So I need some help. And I do have a course, I can ask people for help on there, but it's on Facebook, and I don't go on Facebook much at all. Only have been going for that. Only have Facebook for the course, really. So I should probably utilize that, but to be honest, it's just embarrassing that it's so linty and that it looks like this. I know that when it's done, I will love it. I don't care about the lint. It's just that there's a lot of lint, and because of that, I guess the texture is also different, and it's kind of a little bit rough. And I don't know if the varnishing in the end will help when I seal and varnish and whatnot. But yeah, how do you deal with lint? Can you please let me know how you deal with lint? I would love to know. I started thinking that I should do this. Let me show you. Oops. I have to move the pens. Started thinking I should take this, from a plastic drawer, because I have an extra, and just cover it, like to prevent lint as it dries. Like, I don't know what else to do. I don't know, to be honest. I don't know how lint is like appears out of nowhere. Mind you, it's coming from a paper towel probably that I lay down. I'm not using puppy pads at the moment because they have plastic, and I'm trying to use plastic because I'm environmentally conscious, which makes it difficult to also do, get into this field because, yeah, like there's plastic involved, a lot of plastic involved still, and I don't know how I feel about, I know how I feel about diapers, disposable diapers I don't want to use, but also how am I going to get reusable diapers? Yeah, I am vegan, so I'm very conscious about these things. And even down to my brushes, like I'm using synthetic brushes. And look, it looks like I didn't clean this one properly, so it's getting kind of hard. I thought I had, but okay. Luckily I have the Restorer, the Newton Restorer, to clean it, to kind of restore the brushes when I have an issue. And that's the same thing I used to strip. You can see how much I have left. That's how much I've stripped. Wow, that is something. That's so embarrassing. But I have to show you this because I feel like no one's talking about this. Am I the only one struggling? Like, I love the art form, but every time I strip, I feel like I strip a part of I feel like I strip my work, and it discourages me, to be honest. It discourages me, and I don't want to discourage anyone, but I'm just being real that this is not easy at all, and it's gonna It's definitely a steep learning curve for me, even though I have the Rebornatozcourse. It's still very difficult for me. It's just difficult. I do have a few painting buddies and whatnot, but it's still pretty difficult because at the end of the day, when you're painting, you're alone, right? You're on your own and you have to be painting quickly. You can't like paint and talk necessarily because it's drying so fast, in my opinion, right? With Genesis Heat Set, one of the things that Shaylin mentions is that, you know, you can perfect it before you bake it. It won't cure until you bake it. But with air dry, it does start drying, I feel like, immediately. So, yeah. I had some veining issues. So that's why I had to do a lot of layers on the leg. But as you can see, it's not like a creamy complexion. It's more still kind of modeled, which I don't mind. It can be like a newborn, you know, like fresh. So maybe, I don't know. I don't know. And it looks kind of orange on the camera. So as you can see, look, I have many issues. Like, I'll show you what I'm struggling with. This is real. Like, look at this. I did such a bad job with the creasing even, and these like puddling areas, like in these deep creases. I had such a hard time with this, but I've learned kind of a new technique now that I'm going to try. I learned that from In Love with Reborns 2011, and Stephanie, she just puts a little bit of paint here. She uses Genesis, I believe, dabs a little bit and then takes another brush and then spreads it so that it has like a nice fade in instead of like paint streaks. So this is the reason why I kind of want to strip these kind of things. I have such a hard time because it's not even just like I'm being a perfectionist, it just doesn't look right. Like, I know, like, no one would want to buy this, for instance. Luckily this is a baby for myself because this is like my very first. But, you know, and I'll love them no matter what. Like, I even did put together a kit, like this same kit when it was blank, because I have a few of them. I did put this same kit together when it was blank, just to, you know, experience it and to weight a baby and everything. And I still really enjoyed this baby, right? Even unpainted. So I know I will love he or she, but I just want to do well because I want to make this a business and I want to do well and I want to enjoy it, and I am enjoying it. However, I'm having a hard time when I spend hours working and then I have to strip because it just doesn't look right. So anyway, let me know if you have any such issues, if you have any tips for me. Like, I know I'm supposed to do really thin layers so that it doesn't look like a fake tan, but it's still pretty hard. Like, I have other kits that I stripped and I'll try to post some pictures as well. Oh, there you go. Another kit I was working on after I got the hang of this kit, I thought I had anyway, is this kit, Callie. This was the first. As you can see, I'm stripping her. I'll try to post some pictures as to why. Oh right, I'm stripping her because her face was really linty, like really linty and dirty looking. Like, I'm not done even stripping her, but you know, very linty, and I just couldn't stand that. Like, I can't have a linty faced baby. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if the lint will disappear. I'm not even done stripping her. I do have, like, I'm not even fully done stripping her, as you can see. But I did the initial stripping of this kit. And really, I felt I had no choice but to strip her. And the sad thing is that it's not the first time I'm stripping her. I've stripped her a few times. So I just want to hear from those who are not naturals at this, or were not naturals, like, you know, I'd love to hear from those who were naturals too and to give me advice, but
I just want to feel like, you know, I'm not alone.
That others are also perhaps going through this, if they are. Of course, I don't want anyone to be going through this, but if they are, I want them to share. That would be helpful. Or if they've been through this, I'd like to hear from you. See, as you can see, the ear is so it got so messy because I tried to do it so dark, so fast, because I realized I needed to darken the ears. Anyway, this was also supposed to be a biracial baby. And see, I get these things stuck to the kit. Like, I don't even know what this is. It looks like black paint. I'm not even using black paint at the moment. So luckily the restorer does a fantastic job, but this stuff is expensive and I'm using it like water. So yeah, that's what I'm dealing with right now. And yeah, am I gonna keep going? Yes, because I want to hold a baby, damn it. I deserve to have a baby. Especially I'm working so hard for it. I want to hold a baby. I'm not trying to be all entitled or anything, because I have invested a lot to get to this point, and I don't want to give up. And I know that it starts, like, it gets better. As I keep going and I don't give up, it gets better. So that's what I'm trying to do. I want a realistic looking reborn doll. Like, I mean, as realistic as it can be for a beginner, a total beginner. So I'm gonna keep going. Let me know whether you think I can strip the kit. Ultimately I'll decide, but yeah, let me know, because you can't really see, but there's a lot of issues. But my problem is, if I strip it, is it gonna discourage me yet again? And then I'll take like a 1 week, 2 week, a month hiatus, because that has happened, where when I've stripped, I've just gotten down about it, like depressed stripping. After stripping, I become depressed, and I'm just like, especially as it takes very long. And I use these to strip, these cotton pads, the restorer that I showed you. But then for the fine lines and stuff, I have to use a toothbrush to get in it. I think I made a video of me stripping. I definitely did have some clips, so perhaps I'll make a video with that. I'll post it for you. So that's it. Let me know what you're struggling with as a new total beginner reborn artist with no artistic background whatsoever. I have no painting background, none of that, except maybe a little bit of arts and crafts, like I've worked with kids and whatnot. I'm struggling. I'm struggling, and it's a bit sad. It makes me a bit sad. Like, as you can see, this is from my paintbrush. I use synthetic, and I don't know. Let me know what brushes you use. So I'll try to give you a better shot of the lens. So I took the camera down and try to give you a better angle. And right? So you can actually see. Let me show you. These are my paints, by the way. I want to do a review on the paints I use, because I don't see it often. I saw one video last night and I was very excited about it, although I am having a hard time painting in general, and I've been thinking of Genesis, but really I can't do the fumes, and I don't have space to put a new wave in another room. I don't have another room for that. So I'm going to bring down the ISO. I'm going to darken it so you can see more what I'm seeing. As you can see, I have these paint spots, which I can make a beauty mark. Like, I'm not worried so much about that. I have that there. As you can see, I have my creasing issues. Yeah, I'm zooming this and I'm coming close to it, so there we go. Another arm. This is after one creasing. This is after 3 warming layers. I want to say at least 5 complexion layers. At least 5. veining, modeling. I haven't done any blushing or anything like that yet. Again, look at my creasing. I had such a hard time with this step, and I did try to take it off immediately with the correction, but again, it didn't really work. I didn't want to take off more layers. Look at my hands. Such issues. See? The legs to me look really realistic and good, but again, this is just in person. This is just me, but the lint thing is throwing me off. And I can't even show you lint, can I? This is crazy. Let's see. I have like some birthmarks because issues happened. I guess I didn't even notice. And it's not that I'm not painting and taking my time. I am. It's just that I'm having to move quickly. I feel quicker than I'm comfortable. It's like it's drying before I'm comfortable with how it looks, right? So. I made the joke that maybe I should sell just boo-boo babies. Like babies, like super boo-boo babies or something. Because there's perfection and imperfection, right? But you know what? I will do it. I'm just trying not to take myself so seriously and to have fun with it and to just enjoy sucking at the moment. You know? Like you'll never know unless you try. So if you're thinking of trying to reborn, just know it's not easy. You don't know your level of understanding and skill until you do it. And it's okay if you're not a natural. Like, I'm not a natural at all, and I'm still continuing forward. Instead of quitting, take a break if you feel like you hit a roadblock and you feel troubled. Ask people for help and take a break if you need it. So, trying to show you realistically how it looks. This is like natural light. This is natural light, so it's really good to show you. Again, I stripped the feet, so I had to warm the feet up, and again, I'm gonna warm the feet up and whatnot. It would look better when I do blushing and whatnot, but see, I'm trying to show you this is a real deal. And I always get really excited about creasing, and I've gotten to it another stage before, and I feel like creasing brings the baby to life so much better, like so much more. And I think blushing as well, so I can't wait to get there. And maybe some undertones. I've only done like a yellow undertone. Actually, no, I haven't done any undertones in terms of, you know, the sectional undertones on the face and whatnot. I haven't done that, the yellow and whatnot. We will see. I am blabbing, but I'm just letting you know I'm struggling, but I'm gonna keep going. And I've stripped enough kits, and it's breaking my heart every time. This is my container right here that I use to strip the kits. As you can see, that's Cali in there, a new toothbrush, some Q-tips I use as well. And yeah, I just want to go from this to a finished baby. So I am excited. I love the art form. I think artists are amazing that they're able to do it and make it look so effortless. However, it's definitely a learning curve, and I'm in it, and I have to just ride the wave and not take it so seriously and enjoy myself. I can't wait to get to the point of just painting, freestyling with, you know, some music in the background, some classical music, some classical jazz, some jazz, whatever, and just enjoying it. But look, the legs don't look so bad from here. Am I being too hard on myself? Okay, so please help me with the lint issue. If you can, please comment down below. What do you do for lint? How do you remove lint? Lint makes it feel a little bit rough, and I think as soon as I added my primer, the The vinyl no longer feels like the original, you know, texture, like really soft. It doesn't feel like that anymore. And I think I'll have to get used to that for when I do the matte varnish and whatnot. I have all of that. So what I'm gonna do is finish stripping this kit, this head right here. Maybe after I do the warming layers on the feet, because then I'll use the same warming layers for this head, right? It has like this dimple right here. It came like that. But for this baby, I just can't wait to reach a point of feeling all right with it, like an acceptance and love. And again, I think I would love it a lot more if the lint was an issue. I'd love the process a lot more if lint can be greatly reduced. So help me out, help a sister out. Okay, we're all in this together. Okay, this is Reborn Garden by Eve, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care, happy reborning and collecting, and thank you so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes. Bye. Oh, turn on your bell notification as well so you know when I post. Thank you so much to my new subscribers and to all of you. You're awesome. You're wonderful. Take care. Bye.